yesterday on Tuesday with you, and I am so excited to be doing another Hangout on the Air. This is another crafty Hangout, and today we are working with Consumer Crafts to show you some quick crafts you can do in under 10 minutes. And don't we all love things we can do in under 10 minutes? I know I do. So as you know, it's spring, yay, and we've got Easter coming up, and so there are lots of fun Easter crafts you can do, and also your kids can do in under 10 minutes. And I'm going to show you 3 today. I'm going to start by showing you how to make these really cute egg cup place cards. Placeholders, place cards. Here's one craft. A fun craft for the kids are these plastic egg necklaces. There's another one. All this stuff, as I mentioned before, is from Consumer Crafts. I want to make sure I had the hashtag right. Hashtag QuickCraftsHOA. And then finally, my last project are these painted eggs. Cute. So those are them. So Easter's coming up. We're all busy cooking, cleaning, decorating. I'm sure we can all use some extra time. So here are some things, crafts you can make that don't take a lot of time, but they have a great impact. So let's start with those egg cup place cards. I got this paint from consumercrafts.com, and these are all deco art paints, and I really like them. They're very vibrant colors. They work great for spring and Easter, but they're not overly pastel-y. So anyways, Party Pink is the pink. Isn't that a great color? I like showing you the bottom because I think you can see the color better. And then there's Island Blue, which is probably my favorite shade of blue in general. I just love this color. Wild Green, it's kind of wild. It's fun, wild green. And finally, Goldenrod, which is not a wimpy yellow. This is a nice strong yellow. So those are the 4 colors I used. And I also got a package of these wooden egg cups on consumercrafts.com. These are by Doris. And you get like 12 in a order in a pack. And they're great. They're really well made. You can see. And they're great for painting, which is what we're going to do. And I also got these metal place card holders. These are by Victoria Lynn. 24 pieces, so you get a lot for your money. So there's 24 of those puppies in there. And then I also, I just happen to have some of these kind of paper place cards lying around. I don't even know where they're from, but you know, you could make your own too. Just cut up a piece of white paper. So that is what I used. So let's start with our 10-minute craft. I kind of like the pink. Let's do a pink. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to paint this wooden egg cup pink. And there's really nothing exciting about this. Oh, I was going to mention one little tip. You should shake up your paint first, just in general. You just get a better result. Some paint mixes really well naturally. It's already mixed, and some of it gets a little bit separated. So it's just always a good thing to do. So you're going to shake your paint up a little bit. I like to put it like in a bowl or a cup or something. I think it's easier. And I'm gonna do that little turny thing. And then a lot of times when I'm painting something like this, I actually turn it upside down. And I don't know why, I just like to have the whole thing painted, I guess. So as you can see, I'm just using a foam brush. Lots of foam brushes, all kinds of paint brushes available on Consumer Crafts. And there's really nothing special about it. I'm just painting it. See, it goes really fast. You know, if you were having a lot of people over and you wanted everybody to have their own little cute place card to take home, you could certainly get your youngsters to work helping you paint these. They would probably have a blast. And you might even let them decorate them. Now these are just painted and that's it, but gosh, it would be easy to put polka dots on here. It would be easy for kids to do designs in paint or in puffy paint or anything like that. So there's a lot of things that kids could do to jazz it up. I mean, you could do anything on here. You could put ribbon, you could put buttons. There's just a lot of stuff you can do. So as you can see, I'm basically just putting the first coat of paint down on here. You might not even need, I don't think I even needed 2 coats of paint when I painted this earlier. It had really good coverage. So, getting a little bit messy, but that is okay. I actually don't mind getting messy. So I'm just doing the outside. And then I'm just gonna turn that guy, you know, like this. And I'm gonna let him dry. And then when he dries, which is really fast, I will turn it over and paint the inside, because I will not use these cups to really serve anybody hard-boiled eggs. I'm only gonna use these cups as decor items. If you were gonna use them for real food, in serving real food, I think it would be a different deal. But we are not serving food, we're just doing crafts. So there's the outside, and I would also be painting the inside. And then once that's dry, once that's all dry, you're gonna take one of these place card holders, and they're already circled, so that's really convenient. I love that you get so many in the package, that's crazy. They say 24, it's 24 pieces, that's amazing. So they just look like this, like that. So all I did to make this work on the egg cups was I just kind of bent it open a little bit. I'll just do it on, take one off and put one on so you can kind of see. So I just basically place it on there, and then you can kind of like squish it, bend it. Squish is probably not the right word. Just kind of bend it until it's a little bit tighter. Of course, that one doesn't want to cooperate with me. Come on, guy. There you go. Notice how I said guy? That's so funny. I don't know why it's a guy when it makes me mad. Okay. There you go. So that's all I did. Then of course I filled it up with jelly beans. And this of course is after everything's dry, and I painted the inside. And then I have my little holder thingy there. And you aren't done with that paint. Now you probably, if you poured it into bowls or cups like I like to do, you probably have some paint left over. So you might as well use it. So I'm going to show you some ideas of place card ideas I did with these colors of paint. So for this one, I used that green paint, which again is called Wild Green. And this is definitely under 10 minutes. This is probably 1 minute craft. I just used a paintbrush to make like little, sorry, I'm just trying to give you a good angle, little grass, little blades of grass there. And then I used like a Sharpie to write Neil on there. That's my husband. So there's one idea, using the paint. And then for this one, I just used a foam brush that's the shape of a circle, and I made some polka dots, and that was with the goldenrod. And then for this one, I used one large circle foam paintbrush, and I made that into a bunny with a Sharpie. And then finally, I just did some more polka dots, just added some more for that one. So there's a lot you can do with that paint, and I have plenty of paint left in all these, and that was very easy and quick, and it definitely does not take even probably 10 minutes. So once that dries on the outside, you just paint the inside, and then you attach the place card holder like I showed you. And then if you want, another craft idea would be to make those cute little name cards. So there you go, one craft down in under 10 minutes. Alrighty. So Easter is really a kid's holiday, don't you think? I think it is. And on consumercrafts.com, you can get a package of these. I think these are from Darice. They are also from Darice too. I'm going to show you the packaging just because I think that helps. These are called mini plastic openable Easter eggs. So that's what it looks like. And you get a lot. You get a lot. I'm trying to see if there's a number on there. I guess not, but you get a ton. So anyways, here's what they are. They're all these fun colors. So there's the purple one, yellow, green, orange, pink, and there's also like a royal blue. I guess I don't have those, but I'm just going to show you. This is just some of the eggs I got. You get a lot for your money. So now, of course, you could hide these eggs, but you know what else you can do with them? You can make them into jewelry. So for this project, for this Easter egg necklace, I used plastic eggs. I also used some fun stickers from Consumer Crafts that I got on consumercrafts.com. They're from Darice. They're called Bunnies and Chicks. There's the package. Bunnies and Chicks. And you, just looking for them. Well, I left them way over there. So here's what these guys look like. Very cute. The bunnies are like dad and mom bunny. And there's like little chicks in there. So aren't those cute? There's the dad and the mom bunny. Really cute. And then there's a couple different chicks. So I actually use these in my other craft that I'll show you in a minute too, but getting back to the necklace. And then I guess this is called rat tail. I'm never sure how to say this. This is by Dazzle It. I got this on Consumer Crafts also. It's just this cord and it's like rainbow. So I've used this in other crafts I've done for kids and I think it's a lot of fun. And I also happen to have a Crop-O-Dial. Now, you could also use a hole punch, but this is an old Crop-O-Dial. But I just want to show you what it looks like so you know. So this is a Crop-O-Dial and it has different sizes, a couple different sizes for punching holes. And it punches through plastic, which is why I'm using it. So just grab yourself an egg. I guess I'll go with pink. Open it. And punch a couple holes in it. Yeah, that's that easy. So I'm just going to take my Crop-O-Dial. And how I line this up is I just kind of look at the middle dot that's on the top. And then I try to make two holes that are parallel to each other to put the cord through. Now I don't have my readers on, but I think I can manage okay. Just gonna do, I don't know, it's probably about it. Let me look how far in that is. Half an inch in. So I just punched a hole in there. It's about half an inch from the outside. And I will do the same over here. And as I said, I think you could use a hole punch, just a regular hole punch from the office supply store just as easily. I think it would probably work fine. I'm just gonna, oops, see I wasn't parallel there. I'm gonna do another one here. Okay, so now I have two holes in there. So when I was cutting the cord earlier, measuring it, I was measuring it to be long enough where a child could just put it over their head and you wouldn't even need any kind of jewelry clasp, although I happen to have some jewelry clasps around. So I did use them, but you really don't need to. You can honestly, you can just tie a knot in it. So there's the, I just happen to have a clasp. These are common. I'm sure you can get these anywhere, but definitely on consumercrafts.com. So there's my cord. But I'll just go ahead and cut a piece of cord right now so I can show you how I looped it through. It doesn't really matter how long it is since it's just to show ya. So I'm just going to cut a piece. And definitely, especially if you're going to be adding a clasp on the end, you want to do this part before you put the clasp on, because once you put the clasp hardware on, it might not fit through these little tiny holes. So that would be a super big bummer. And actually, I know it's a bummer because I did it yesterday. It happened to me. So then I'm just going to loop this rainbow cord through. Now, if you don't have any cord, you can use leather. You could use yarn. Yarn would be a really cute one. You could use, gosh, ribbon. If you had a really thin ribbon, you could probably use baker's twine. So anyways, you can see I just looped it through and close it. And now you might be thinking, what are you going to put in there? Well, you can put a lot of things in there. One thing you can put in there is little jelly beans. So I have some little jelly beans right here. You know, any kind of candy is fun. But, you know, some people aren't into candy on Easter, and I get it. It can be like crazy sugar overload, and maybe eating candy isn't the thing to focus on, right? So, on Easter. So, anyways, this is just for example. I went ahead and filled it up with candy. And then, this part's a little disturbing, but it shouldn't be. But I took one of these cute ducks, and I actually just kind of cut it in half. Now, the reason is that way you can open and close the egg. So I didn't want to hurt the duck, but it just makes it a lot easier. You can't just leave it big, right? So I'm just taking it, I'm cutting it right underneath the bow, just a little snip. Now these are stickers. So I'm just going to put the top half on the top of the egg like so. So cute. And I'm going to put the bottom half on the bottom. And that way a kid can open this and you're not going to rip a sticker off or whatever. And this is a great one for kids to make themselves. As a matter of fact, if you're sitting around on Easter morning and you're waiting for your family to come over, or you're waiting to go to someone's house and you have some plastic eggs lying around and you're thinking, great, what am I going to do with, 200 more plastic eggs? Heck, put them to work, fun work, making some necklaces for everybody. So There you go. And then, you know, I'm not going to do a clasp on this one. I'm just going to tie a knot. And like that. And there you go. There's a cute Easter egg necklace. Now, if you have kids that are a little bit older or could handle a little more action, or maybe you just want to keep the kids busier for a longer time, I certainly get that. You could have them maybe string buttons through. That would be fun. It's also good motor skill stuff. So there's another idea. Now, what if you're like, I really don't want my kids to eat more sugar on Easter? Well, that's cool. You know what else you could put in there? I'm just seeing if I didn't do one. Is you could put one of those cute little chicks in there. Those cute little furry chicks, fuzzy chicks you see. You could put something like that in there too. So there's idea number 2. Now my final idea, oh, sorry, I forgot something I wanted to show you. I also did another version of the egg necklace where I made polka dots on it. So I happen to have a little tiny round, they call it a spouncer, a little tiny foam brush to make the polka dots. But you know what? Use an eraser if you don't have one of those. Use a pencil eraser. That would work just as well. So the kids could do this one too. So same thing, punch the holes, made the dots, dry super fast. So there's another idea. Okay, finally, this is a painted egg. So really cute. And how this one comes together is you grab, well, actually, let me show you the package. I'm just big on the package because I know that helps me when I'm trying to find something. So these are also from Darice. Home for the holidays, ready to paint and decorate glass eggs. You get 10 of them. So that's what that looks like. Another really quick craft. I'm going to take the lid off. I'm going to pick a color. I really like this blue, so I'm just going to use the blue. And I have a paper towel over here. And I'm just going to put the paper towel down here. Okay, so taking my own advice and I'm shaking it, not shaking it off, just shaking it up. I think T Swift would say to shake it off, but we're just going to shake it up. So definitely do this on a workspace that's covered like with a paper towel, paper plate, plastic bowl, just something that in case things go wrong, which they do sometimes, it won't be the end of, you know, grandma's priceless furniture. So shook it. Now I'm just going to pour some paint in there. Now you might say, you don't need that much paint. Yeah, that's probably true, but I can get rid of it at the end. Okay, so you can see I put quite a bit of paint in there. I'm looking for it to be completely covered. So I'm putting the cap back on. Now I'm going to cover the hole with my thumb and I'm going to shake it. You can see I'm getting some really nice coverage there. And I love doing this. You know, this is a great Easter craft, but I tell you what, when the holidays hit and you're trying to make up gifts and decorate and all this other stuff, and you're also short on time, you can get a plastic or a glass ball, same idea, Christmas ornament, and do the same thing. And you could make it be super easy to do a snowman face. It'd be easy to do kind of a Santa red one. You could do a brown one. You could do a reindeer. That would be easy. So excuse my weird shaking here. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything covered. And I've seen other people do it more gracefully, but you know, this is how we do it when it's kind of live, Hangouts on the air. Now, what if you weren't getting full coverage? Well, let's just say we're not, because we could, but just to show you what happens. So just add more paint. You know, it's better to do it while it's still pretty new and wet in there. I think if you waited too long and it got dry, it wouldn't look right. So I just added some more paint. And if you get paint on the outside, like it sometimes do, it'll just come off. You can just kind of scrape it off. It's not the end of your project. It really isn't. So this is a fun Easter one too. The kids could do this with you. You could do any colors, obviously, that you wanted that matched your Easter decor. So I'm shaking, shaking, shaking. Almost done. Even though this probably feels like I've been shaking for a long time, it's definitely not 10 minutes long. So there you go. All right, I think we're all shook up here, so to speak. And actually, even if you don't get the top part completely covered, it doesn't really matter because this part goes over it. Okay, so there you go. And then I'm going to put the little silver part back in. Well, actually, if I was doing this, I would let it dry. I would turn it upside down and get some of the extra paint out and let it dry. But just for the sake of our hangout here, I'll do a little faster version of it. I'm putting the lid back on. Goes right back on there. So like that. So I actually happen to have one that is already at the stage to show you. So there it is. This one is from a few days ago. It's all dry. Look how nice that paint looks. It looks really good, doesn't it? Looks like it's all the same color. There's no darker or lighter spots. So now I'm going to take one of those cute stickers, and I think I used a mom rabbit before, but now I think I'll use the dad. So I'm just going to take the back off. Here. Let me tip my computer down. So I'm just going to take the backing off of this. Comes right off. Bye-bye back. And I'm going to kind of center this, push it down. Okay, there is Mr. Rabbit. He's really cute. Now, if you happen to have like a little tree, like I did from Christmas leftover, Christmas stuff can actually work really well for Easter. So I'm just going to take some ribbon that I already had and cut a little piece off. I can always trim it more later. Now you could do a bow if you wanted, or you could just do a little knot like I did before. So just putting it through. Now, what else would be cute in there? Little tiny candy would be cute. I'm not sure little jelly beans would fit in there or not. But you know what would fit, I think, is like those little seeds you can get, those little sunflower seeds that are colors. That would be cute. So that would be a fun thing to put in there. Okay, there you go. There's Mr. Rabbit. So those are my, actually it was more like 4 crafts that you can make for Easter under 10 minutes. Let's just do a quick review here. We started with these really cute wooden Easter egg place card cups. Very cute. Oh, and also these little place cards themselves, which, you know, you don't need to buy place cards. You can certainly just use paper, whatever white paper you have around, or any color paper really, and gave you some ideas about how to decorate them using the same paint that you used for the egg cup place cards. And then we did this cute necklace, the Easter egg necklace. Don't need to put a fastener clasp on, but if you want to, you certainly can. Great craft for kids, fill with jelly beans, fill with other fun little Easter things. Very quick one to do. And then we finished with this very cute painted Easter egg. And actually, I'm just getting this idea right now. If you didn't want to put the sticker on there, you could write the person's name on there and put that in the egg cup for the place card. So there's another idea. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. You can check out more crafts you can make under 10 minutes and so many more videos if you go to craftyhangouts.com. And I hope you do. There's plenty of really fun stuff. And also you want to go to Consumer Crafts and check out all their amazing products. They have so much there. You could spend a lot of time and when I say you could spend a lot of time, but you can find a lot of good bargains that you won't spend a lot of money. So I got some great bargains here. So happy Easter, happy spring, and I'll see you over at craftyhangouts.com. Have a crafty day.